The hidden side of Lot. Was he truly righteous? This is a story about what is not told. A plunge into the shadows of a man many placed among the saved, but who may have walked closer to the edge of the abyss than we ever imagined. Chosen by Abraham, Lot was a nephew of Abraham, the patriarch. He grew up beside the man who spoke with God and witnessed the birth of divine promise. When both men's wealth grew too vast for the land to bear, conflict arose. Abraham, in wisdom, proposed a separation. If you go left, I'll go right. Lot looked upon the plains of the Jordan, lush, fertile, full of life. But that wasn't all he saw. He saw cities, wealth, excess. He saw Sodom, and he chose Sodom. Not by mission, but by ambition. Not by faith, but by opportunity. That was the first sign that something was wrong. He who walks with the righteous but craves the glow of the wicked carries within a dangerous contradiction. A righteous man in a corrupt land, Lot went to live among the Sodomites. The Bible says he was tormented in his soul by their depravity. But if it tormented him, why did he stay? Why build his home there? Why sit at the gate of the city, a place of honor, judgment, and power? Lot was influential, respected, perhaps even feared. But was he righteous, or had he grown comfortable with sin, even while condemning it silently? That same silence that often kills more than the wicked man's shout. The night the heavens stopped, 2 angels arrived in Sodom, and Lot ran to them, not as a spiritual man recognizing the divine, but as a worried citizen. He insisted they stay at his home. He knew what the city did to outsiders. That night, Sodom revealed its true face. Men, young and old, surrounded the house and shouted, "Bring out the men who came to you, so that we may abuse them." Then Lot did something unthinkable. "My brothers, do not do such wickedness. Look, I have 2 virgin daughters. Let me bring them out to you. Do to them as you please." Silence. This is one of the most disturbing passages in the Bible. A man offering his daughters to a violent mob. Why? Fear? Pressure? Desperation? Or had Lot's sense of justice become distorted? Justice without courage is complicity. How can a man be called righteous and still offer his daughters to be violated? This is where the analysis becomes heavy, almost suffocating. Some scholars try to defend Lot. They say he was protecting the angels, that he thought the mob would reject the offer. But would they? Lot's action reveals a broken morality, a selective sense of protection. He shields the divine, while sacrificing the sacred within his own home. A man torn between duty and fear, between the world and faith. And in that abyss, the innocent nearly paid the price. The day the sky fell in flames, the angels intervened. They struck the attackers blind and said, "Leave this city, for the Lord will destroy it." And Lot hesitated. That's right, he hesitated. So many years in Sodom, and now, even with destruction looming, he delays. He must be dragged out by the angels. Righteous? Or just too comfortable to leave? He takes his wife. He takes his daughters. But he can't save his sons-in-law. They laugh at his warning, mock his sudden faith, perhaps because they had never seen it before. The price of hesitation on the road. The command is clear. Do not look back. But Lot's wife does. Why? Some say she was sinful. Others, simply heartbroken. Maybe behind her were friends, a life, a home. All we know is she turned into a pillar of salt, and Lot walked on, without looking back, without crying, without returning. How many times does a righteous man watch his loved ones perish? In silence, incest, and the birth of 2 nations, Lot took refuge in a cave with his daughters. Believing the world had ended, they gave him wine. They lay with their father to preserve their bloodline. 2 nights, 2 daughters, 2 sons, Moab and Ben-Ammi. Lot did not resist, did not question. He was drunk, not only on wine, but on pain, on loss, on the void of a fallen world. Once again, his silence screams, the man who survived. But never lived Lot survive the destruction. But what remained? A cave, 2 daughters scarred, 2 sons born of taboo, a soul tired and hollow. Lot was a survivor, but not a hero, remembered as righteous. Yet his justice was passive, fragile, hesitant Perhaps that's why the Bible names him with respect. But without glory, epilogue. Between light and shadow, the hidden side of Lot forces us to ask, is one righteous for condemning evil while living quietly among it? Is one righteous for protecting angels while abandoning his own? Is one righteous when he hesitates at the doorstep of salvation? Lot was no monster, but perhaps not the man many believe. He was a mirror of the real human being, fragile, divided, complex, and maybe that's why his story still echoes, not as a hymn of triumph, but as a warning, because sometimes the most dangerous thing isn't the evil around us, it's the silence within us. Call to action. Did this story challenge what you thought you knew? Then leave a like to support our work and help us bring more content like this to light. If you love learning about the Bible in a way that deepens your faith and sparks reflection, subscribe to the channel. Share this video with friends, family, and your church. Let's spread the truth together, friends. And don't forget to leave a like to help us bring you more cool content like this. Your support is very important so that we can continue bringing you amazing news. Let's spread this message together. But before we start, how about joining us on this journey? If you love learning, did you like what you saw? Then like it. Share with your friends about the Bible and want to strengthen your faith. Subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends, family, and church. Let's spread this truth around.